Hello, my name is Richard Passwater Jr. I'm a nutritional researcher with Preferred Nutrition. Well, silica's role in the body is to activate enzymes that make connective tissue, such as collagen, elastin, and keratin. And in my opinion, collagen is the most important building block in the body because it forms the framework of all connective tissue. It's most easily observed in the skin, where collagen makes about 75% of the skin. But it also forms the framework of bone and joint, and in the framework of the 60,000 miles of blood vessels that we have in our body. It's a strong, flexible, fibrous protein that's pound for pound stronger than steel, that if you look at the tensile strength of it, but it's much more flexible. And in my opinion, it's the most important building block in the human body. The biologically relevant form of silicon is orthosilicic acid. It's the only form absorbed by the body. Other sources of silicon have to be converted to orthosilicic acid prior to being absorbed. So if you're out shopping for silica, look for the Biosil brand. Biosil is a uniquely effective nutrient complex built around orthosilicic acid, the biologically relevant form of silicon, that's clinically proven to activate enzymes in the body to make collagen, elastin, and keratin. Biosil works primarily by activating enzymes in the body that make important connective tissue components such as collagen, elastin, and keratin. In some tissues, as well as in like nails and hair, the silicon also gets incorporated in those structures to improve their integrity. Collagen, in my opinion, is the most important building block in the body because it's a strong, flexible, fibrous protein that seems to be the body's go-to material to make whenever it needs to make something strong and flexible. It's the primary component of the framework of all connective tissues in the body, such as the skin, the bones, the joint tissues, and the blood vessels. And in my opinion, it's the critical component that connects our overall beauty to our overall health. People who are not consuming enough silicon from their diet and from dietary supplements generally notice it by a decrease in the quality of their connective tissue. The easiest one to see is in the skin. The skin thins, loses elasticity, loses thickness, and micro relief, the fine lines, deepen and become much more noticeable wrinkles. But the same thing's happening throughout all the collagen-based tissues in the body. Bones lose flexibility, bone mineral density will increase, the joints become weaker, have less flexibility, they become more stiff, and they lose integrity. Blood vessels lose elasticity, which allows for less blood in the skin, so people develop more of a dull gray complexion instead of a bright radiant complexion. And overall, if somebody's not consuming enough silicon, it's a limiting factor for how much collagen, elastin, and keratin their bodies can make. So the most outward signs are usually observed in the skin, hair, and nails. I'm a big believer that everybody can benefit taking Biosil. As a general rule, the silicon absorption from the diet decreases as people get older. Silicon from foods requires stomach acid to convert it from the different forms found in foods into orthosilicic acid before it can be absorbed and can be utilized. And as a general rule, the absorption of silicon varies tremendously by person and gets worse with age. One of the big advantages of Biosil is that it doesn't need to be digested. It's already in the body, usable form. And everybody can benefit from taking additional silicon to activate enzymes in the body to make collagen, elastin, and keratin to help maintain the quality of their skin, hair, nails, bones, joints, and all their connective tissues. The clinically proven dose for Biosil capsules for all the full range of Biosil benefits are 2 capsules per day. It's best if you can take 1 capsule in the morning and then the second capsule in the evening or at night. Both the choline and the orthosilicic acid are water soluble, and if you take them twice a day, it helps keep the levels consistent throughout the day. For bone health, clinical research has shown that people only need to take one capsule per day. Studies with higher amounts have not yielded better results, but people can get more dynamic and quicker benefits for hair, skin, nails, and joints by increasing the dosage to 2 capsules per day. One of the greatest things about Biosil is the clinical research behind it. There's over 15 years and over $13 million in research and development on the very same product that's available here. The Biosil is clinically proven to reduce fine lines and wrinkles, to increase skin elasticity, to thicken and strengthen hair, to strengthen nails, to improve bone collagen formation, increase bone mineral density, and also to reduce joint pain, to reduce joint stiffness, and to improve or to reduce the difficulty that people have doing everyday daily tasks due to joint issues. Generally, when somebody starts taking Biosil, they first start to notice the results in the nails, generally about 30 days after starting to take the product. Then most people start to see some benefit to the hair in about 60 days after the products, about 2 months. Then I ask people to look for joint results in about 3 months after taking it, and skin results they should start to see after by 4 months after taking it. And then for bones, I ask people to give 6 months, and then they can start observing results in bones between 6 months and a year. Biosil capsules are made by using extrusion spiritation technology. It's a high-tech technology where we take the liquid Biosil and we spray micro droplets of liquid Biosil onto plant fiber. We make a dough out of plant fibers and run it through an extruder, very much the same way one would make spaghetti. And there's a noodle made from plant fiber. We spray micro droplets of liquid Biosil onto the noodle, and then we spin it around in a tumbler to break it up into pellets. And then we can put the pellets into a 2-piece hard shell capsule. If you were to look at the pellets under a microscope, you can see micro droplets of the liquid Biosil attached to plant fiber. It looks very much like dew on the grass in the morning. Although it looks like a solid dose form, it's actually a liquid product in disguise because the capsules contain micro droplets of the liquid Biosil. So there's no difference in the pharmacokinetics between the liquid and the capsules. It's just a matter of personal preference, whether somebody would like to take the liquid or that can have the convenience of a tasteless capsule. Well, Biosil has some advantages over other silicon supplements. Biosil is built around the biologically active form of silicon, orthosilicic acid, but it's much more than that. It's a uniquely effective nutrient complex, choline-stabilized orthosilicic acid. And I think there's 4 areas where Biosil is superior. First, Biosil does not need to be digested into orthosilicic acid because it already is orthosilicic acid. Other forms of silicon have to first be converted to orthosilicic acid before they're absorbed. The absorption varies tremendously by person, by food source, and it generally gets worse with age, where Biosil is already in the body usable form. Second, choline stabilizes orthosilicic acid so that it won't react with other minerals in the body, it won't react with proteins in the body, and also the orthosilicic acid molecules will not polymerize or react with one another and form complexes that are not useful for the body. Thirdly, orthosilicic acid is not transported throughout the body efficiently. By coupling it with choline to form the choline-stabilized orthosilicic acid complex, it helps transport the orthosilicic acid into collagen-generating cells. Collagen-generating cells need choline to maintain their cellular membrane. They have specific receptors on the cell wall looking for choline. And when they find choline-stabilized orthosilicic acid and grab it, pull it into the cell, they get more orthosilicic acid into the cell than if they took silicon from another form. And fourth, the choline can neutralize homocysteine, which is one of the leading causes of damage to collagen in the body. The choline can neutralize homocysteine by converting it back to methionine, And homocysteine not only damages collagen in the body, but it suppresses new collagen production. And by neutralizing homocysteine, Biosil can protect collagen matrices and support collagen production. Other silicone supplements cannot do this.